Hello everyone, welcome to Static GK quiz number 298. This video is aimed to help you with the state and central government exams like UPSC, SSC, state PSCs and banking and insurance related examinations like RRB, IBPS, etc. I'm Ritlisha from GK today and I'll be taking you through this. In which year the practice of presenting the railway budget separate from the general budget or vice versa in true sense started in India? Correct answer is 1924. The railway budget has been presented separately from the general budget since 1924. The railways used to present the rail budget 2 days before the general budget presentation. The Indian Railways also had to pay a dividend gross budgetary support to the central government while following this process. Which of the following were envisaged in the 74th Constitutional Amendment Bill? Correct answer is Constitution and Composition of the Municipality. So this particular bill, which is the 74th Amendment Act, it is also known as the Nagarpalika Act. This is because when it was passed in 1992, it introduced a new Part 9A in the Constitution, which deals with municipalities in an Article 243P to 243ZG. So this is known as the 74th Amendment and Municipalities Act of India. Bring out the incorrect statement regarding the 0 hour. Among the given statements, all of them are in fact correct. So the 0 hour has no mention in the rules of procedure, but it is called 0 hour because it starts in 12 noon, right after the question hour. And the 0 hour can be asked without permission. So you don't have to submit questions previously. So the general definition is that the time immediately following the question hour is known as the 0 hour, and the name is because it starts at 12 noon where the clock points at 00 p.m. And the members can, without prior notice to the speaker, which is getting the permission of the speaker, without doing that they can raise issues of importance during this time. The establishment of Lokpal in India was recommended by the Administrative Reforms Commission in 1966 on the lines of ombudsman in the following countries. So these are the countries which are Finland, Denmark and Norway. Now the idea of an ombudsman is that it's an official usually appointed by the government who investigates complaints which are usually lodged by private citizens against businesses, financial institutions or government departments or other public entities and attempts to resolve the conflicts or concerns raised. Which among the following was the first state in India to constitute an institution of Lokyukta? This is in fact Orissa. So Ajit Singh, who is the former Chief Justice of Guwahati High Court, was appointed as the first Lokayukta of Orissa and he assumed office on 20th March of this year, 2019. Which among the following regarding NRI's voting rights is correct? NRIs can vote in parliamentary as well as assembly elections. Now, this is the correct statement. They can vote in fact. So as of now, the rules are that overseas Indians have to register as voters, come to India, go to their constituency with the original passport that has been issued to them when they had gone abroad and then cast their votes. In which of the following conditions Speaker and Deputy Speaker of the Lok Sabha have to vacate office? This is when they could not be elected as MPs. So each assembly has a speaker elected by its members immediately after its meet and a deputy speaker is also elected and the speaker nominates a panel of chairmen or chairwomen to preside in his and deputy speaker's absence. Both the speaker and the deputy speaker can be removed from office by resolution of an absolute majority of the house in a session held 14 days after the receipt of the notice. So that is one way to remove the speaker or deputy speaker. Another way when they have to absolutely vacate their office is when they are no longer members of parliament. Which among the following is correct in context with the powers of the parliament in enacting the budget? Correct answer is it can reduce or abolish a tax but cannot increase it. So under Article 112, the Constitution provides for an annual financial statement to be laid down in the Parliament. This is what we call the annual budget. It includes the estimated receipts and expenditure of the Government of India. The statement is popularly known as the budget. The statement is caused to laid down by the President for a financial year. Which among the following is legacy or legacies of British rule in India? Correct answer is all are correct. So, Indian civil services for part of the 19th century was officially known as the Imperial Civil Services and was the elite higher civil service of the British Empire in British India during British rule in the period between 1858 and 1947. Also about the secretarial system. So His or Her Majesty's Principal Secretary of State for India, which was shortly known as India's Secretary or Indian Secretary, was the British Cabinet Minister and the political head of the India Office responsible for the governance of the British Indian Empire. As for local self-government, Lord Ripon is known to have granted the Indians the first idea of self-government by introducing local self-government in 1882. For elections in Lok Sabha and assemblies in India, the following system is used. Territorial representation. So the Constitution of India has adopted the system of territorial representation for the election of members to the Lok Sabha. In it, every member of the legislature represents a geographical area known as constituency. Under this system, all sections of the people get representation in proportion to their number. That's all for today's quiz. Until the next video, goodbye.